Hello, my name is Cecilia de Paz. I am part of the academic support team of Richmond EduTech Department, North Central America. In this video, we will explore Students for Peace, which is a secondary level program. This program has specific characteristics and elements we will go over. It is a 4-level secondary program, and each level has 8 units. Each unit is divided into 3 lessons. Each one follows a structure of different activities to develop specific skills in students. The suggested time to implement this program effectively goes from 3 to 5 hours per week. Students for Peace takes students to level A2, having as a reference the Common European Framework. Based on the 21st century skills, this series methodologies develops the 4 C's of education and relies on the concept of language, which means that language focuses on the development of expressions of a student's identity. The activities in this course are based on work with various text genres. There are basic components of each text genre, its structural features, and its functions and social context. Multimodal literacy refers to the construction of meaning that occurs when reading, watching, understanding, responding, producing, and interacting with multimedia and digital texts. Students for Peace claim that the 4 language skills are intertwined in our social interaction. That's why they are combined in comprehension skills and oral production. One of the strategies used throughout this course to address the issue of peace and tolerance is the choice of unit topics, as well as meeting the linguistic objectives of English learning and teaching materials. Each chosen unit topic brings into the classroom issues which foster understanding and appreciation of others, as well as the acceptance of the diverse cultural values. Now let's go over the different components that Students for Peace offers for teachers and students. The teacher is provided with all the necessary resources in order to develop meaningful and effective classes. Let me show you each one in detail. This is the teacher's guide, which includes the following structure: a welcome unit with the objective of getting to know the student's knowledge, a guide per unit with pages interleaved with the student's book to give a clear reference of the activities designed for them. It also includes suggestions to develop each lesson. In the first part of the unit, the teacher can find the objectives so that they can be achieved throughout the lessons. Now let's move to the students' components, which allow them to reach their learning goals. The student's book has a visual and colorful structure and an appropriate distribution of lessons for students to develop their learning skills in an active and understandable way. These are examples of the activities found in the student's book. The Welcome to Students for Peace is a set of activities to carry out previous to start with the content of the program. Some of the activities are found in the student's book, and the rest of them are to be worked in the practice book. Now let's go with the lesson number 1. It contains the Spark and Building Block sections. Spark section activates prior knowledge, and Building Block presents the topic in context. Lesson 2. In the Explore section, this part is mostly organized around reading text, and the Sing section focuses on listening, providing students with the opportunity to engage with a variety of genres in English. In the Toolbox section, students are encouraged to look back at some of what they have learned so far, trying to deduce some of the language rules as they do so. Studio section allows students to choose the activity for themselves, aligning the output with the students' interests. Now let's move to the workbook component. The Students for Peace workbook contains controlled activities to reinforce and consolidate what was learned in the student's book. It also contains grammar exercises and listening comprehension activities. It follows the same structure of the student's book, with practice related to each unit, starting with the Spark section and ending with the Studio section. The workbook also includes a review for each unit. This section activities revise the topic vocabulary and the grammar from the unit. Now let's check the Students for Peace learning framework. For every unit, there are specific objectives for the teachers to be focused on what is expected from the students to learn by the end of the unit. Each lesson plan gives a guide for the teacher to structure the lesson so that the 3 moments of the class can be developed. It allows to align the content with the learning process. Now it's time for you to take a short quiz to see how much you have learned about Students for Peace components and framework. Then you can be ready for your next video.